Hello there. This afternoon I'm going to show you how to make a pop-up birthday card. This is one I made earlier. I used lovely little die cut to do all the stenciling around with inks, and the flowers have been stamped and cut out using the flower sheen phrases, and the sentiment came from the beautiful bouquet set. So this time I'm going to use some nice fancy papers. The papers I've chosen, they come from the Bundle of Love DSPs, and it's like gold and cream on one side and blue and cream on the other side. It's hard to see in this light today. So let's do it. So I'm getting my scoreboard up. And first of all, you need to get a piece of card 9 inches by 6 inches. And along the 9-inch side, you need to score at 2 1/8, 4 2/8, 6 3/8, and 8 4/8. Now, you need to turn it, but this time, when you turn it, make sure you have the wee score line at the top, because we don't want to score down past the last fold, so to speak. So where I've creased it first, don't score past that, because that needs to be straight for the back. See, there's no score lines in the back of this, so you need that one kept straight. So turn it so that the short one is at the top, and go to 2 6/8 and score just down to that first fold, and that's you. Now, you need to get your scissors, as we're going to do a bit of cutting now. So you'll see, on the first side, you want to leave the wee overhang. So the shorter side is the ones that'll flap down. So we need this at the bottom to join your box. So cut in that wee tiny bit and cut it off. We don't need that at all. So you're looking like this. This is really badly. I'm going to turn it over this side and it'll be better for you. So on the shortest end of that center fold, cut up each strip. But I can't see it now either. I didn't choose a good paper for you to be able to see, but I'll show it to you better. Just cut up to that middle fold, no further. Keep it as straight as you can. And the same on the last one, just up to the middle. So, there you are. Now you just need to burnish all those. Just do it gently. I'm actually having the gold on the outside of the box, aren't I? No, I'm going to have it. I'm going to have the gold on the inside, actually. So, fold all those. Remember, this one's straight, so you don't want that. No. The gold's coming out. It's because I turned it on myself, right? 3 down, 1 straight, and then this way in. Actually, we could just trim this, makes it sit in neater for you. Just trim wee triangles off the end of that. Fold it in. So, fold these in. Right. So when you put that together, you've got your wee box, and these will sit down. So get a bit of wet glue for this. Put your wet glue on this side. you set that down, it should fold into that perfectly. Why do these things never go perfectly when you're making a video? Never. Still not happy with that. So, give it a good press, and there you have it. It's a nice wee shape, like. So next you need to get ready for your decorations. And I have everything in a bag today because the last time I did this I lost everything. What's the bet? I'll lose something. I'll lose something. I have to. So we need 2 strips. These are your centre strips to attach your little flowers inside the box. So you need those to measure 2 7/8 by 1/2 inch, roughly. It doesn't have to be that, but whatever you think yourself, depending on how much weight you're going to be sticking in, you might want a thicker fold. So I scored those at one side. I scored at 1/2 inch, and then I turned it around this way and I scored the other one at 3/8 of an inch. It just fits perfect. So that's the way to do it. Score both. Again, you need to get your glue. Put a wee bit of wet glue. I find the wet does hold better and longer, even though it's a bit messy. So a bit of glue on each of those. Okay. Get them, set them in where you want the first one. Line it up so it's kind of equal on both sides, and then I like to press it like this so that you're getting a good firm grip. Just make sure it's down, don't let it peep out, because do it again. Again, press. And then get the other one before it dries. Press it where you want it. Both sides. I mustn't have enough. Put another wee drop of glue on it because it's refusing to stay. I thought I was so prepared today. Typical, huh? This glue is just emptying. Okay, put it back in. I seriously think I should rename this YouTube channel as Calamity Jane, because that's all I seem to be able to do, is be a calamity. You see, it's so tricky getting these damn things. You measure on the outside, okay, it says 2 inches, so you want to go slightly less than 2 inches so it fits inside, but it never works. Yay, we did it. So that's the way it should look. 2 lines. Let that dry and hopefully it'll stay. Now onto your flowers. I've already pre-stamped in Pool Party and in Daffodil Delight. Colours, they go nice, yeah, I think. And I did the leaves just a wee bit darker. I used Bermuda Bay for the leaves and a hand cut round. So I'm putting 1 in the back row and 2 yellows, and then 1 in the front and 2 things. So I've added the extra yellow there, and I put my 3 dimensionals onto the thing. I'm going to attach it to the centre of the flower where I'd like it to show. There. And then I'll put another dimension on the bottom for attaching it. Simple. Now, so we'll start in the back row. Remove your dimension and then line it up just where you want. I would like it there. See, just always make sure that you're inside your your box for putting it into the envelope, and I know I've got a wee bit extra in the envelope. So next is to add the leaves. Again, I just went with wet glue. I didn't want to dimensional them up, you know. I just wanted them to sit behind the flower. Enough there for the 2 leaves. So decide where you want them. I'm just sticking them to the flower here, and the same on the other side, just so they're peeping out. Now the front is going to be, I have used a smaller stick. I made those sticks just about 2.5 inches long. The back ones is 2.5 and the front ones is 1/3, so that it's not sticking up on top of it. So remove your dimension, pop that one in the middle, and then I have 2 yellow ones the same. They've got 1/3 inches because they're, and I'm putting them in at an angle just so they sit nicely to the outside and to the front of the flower. Because they're smaller, they'd be nicer at the front. And the same with this one, add a dimension. Peel it off. Don't forget to bring it to the front. And there you have. Nice. Now, I've got more leaves, so we'll pop these on. Glue on one, smear onto the other one. It's usually enough to hold it. I'd like these popping here. I don't want them going out again too far because your box won't fold flat, and that's the whole thing about these pop-up boxes, that they can be posted in an envelope. You don't need a box. So there, pretty nice. Now you could decorate that up, you know, adding gems or glitter or whatever to the centre of the flowers and glossy it up a wee bit. Now next we need to do the sentiment. I haven't stamped it yet, so I'll do a bit of stamping for you. Right, I've got my bit of card ready. If you haven't got one of these stamping boards, this is a Tim Holtz one I got a long time ago. Otherwise, I would be buying the new Stamposaurus coming from Stampin' Up. Now, it is sold out twice so far. It's so popular. And the next one, I think, is available in June. So if you go onto the website, the link's below here, you'll be able to find it and treat yourself, because, you know, it just makes stamping so easy. None of this. If you stamped using your wee clear block and you don't have enough ink on it, or you don't press hard enough and you lift it up and say, oh, it means you have to start onto another scrap of paper. With this here, you can go back up and down as many times as you like because it's in the one position. It's ideal for a new stamper and me, an older stamper. So the sentiment I've chosen is this one. I'll tell you in a minute what it is. It could be upside down or whatever, but yes, I couldn't have picked a better friend than you. Isn't that nice? So center it on your paper where you'd like it. I need to change this round to the clear side. Press to pick up your stamp. And I'm going to go with the deeper blue just so it shows up nicely. This is the Bermuda Bay wee spots, which are ideal. They don't take up too much room and you can get a good variety of colour. And they come in packs of 4, so you get a lovely variety of inks to start you off. Now, that's not bad, but just to show you what I mean, you can put more ink on that and you're guaranteed it's going to go back where you need it to go back to. Whereas I can remember when I first started stamping, I thought, oh, the amount of paper, the amount of paper that I wasted trying to stamp and missing wee bits out and trying to fill it in with a pen, and oh, it was a nightmare. This just makes everything so simple. So there we have it. Keep these moving. So finished with that. So I'm going to use this everyday label punch. So again, I haven't stamped that perfectly straight, so I'll straighten it now when I'm putting it in here, just to make sure. Actually, let that go in long ways. I fancy getting it long ways because it does sit nicer on that box. So if you line it up so that it's fairly where you want it, that looks good. Perfect. That's a scrap. So again, I love doing the faux stitching around, and because I've picked a lighter blue, I'll go, let's see if this is going to work okay. No, I don't like it. I think I'll actually go with the gold pen because there's gold there. So again, just go around with your wee bit of stitching. Just would love another one of these stamps or punches that allows you to layer it up. It would be great. You know, they have that in the circle punches, but not in the label, unfortunately. So maybe that's something that'll come out this year. Just wee quick lines. Don't have to be perfect, but it just adds that wee bit of definition. Right, add a few dimensionals onto the back of here. 4 should be enough. Bring in our flower. You can flatten this down just to make sure you get it where you want it. That's pretty good. And then I have this lovely little bow. Again, I'm going to add a bit of wet glue. Position it at the front. And there you have it. Well, I hope you like it. I hope that light wasn't too bad. Honestly, you can't win. One day it's so dark and the next day it's so bright in here. I just don't know. But I'm pretty happy that I've seen me in years making these and designing stuff for right round. But to even use the nice fancy paper, you don't really need it. I think it just looks so cute. It folds flat to go into your envelope. So perfect for a wee friend. Thanks very much for dropping by.